Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 here with Shade Tree Survivalist. Sorry about the camera angle there, ladies and gentlemen. The name of this video is Going Back to Alice. And I'm on the wrong page. So, I'm going back to Alice, to Alice, to Alice. I'm going back to Alice, to Alice, to Alice. Just a spoof of the old Going Back to Cali song from back in the day. Some of you young folks out there probably never heard of it, and us old farts know exactly what I'm talking about. About 2 weekends ago now, I took my gear out for an all-weekend romp through the woods. And came back home disgusted with my UTG quote-unquote Tactical Vest. What a joke. I'm going to give you a top 10 list, top 10 list of reasons I hate this damn vest. It's a UTG Tactical Vest. You've seen knockoffs of the higher end vest. This is what this is. Originally it would have had a pistol holster here, but it's got Velcro on it. You can take it off, put the extra mag pouches on it, which I did. So it gives you a total of 6 mag pouches. Got a big pouch up here I put my mini binoculars in. It also had a strip so you can carry shotgun shells. Why? If you're carrying a pistol already and you're carrying a rifle, why in the hell would you want to also carry a shotgun? I suppose for breaching doors. I think I'd have 1 or 2 guys in my crew that were capable of doing that. Had a little vest, a little pouch here for a cell phone. Multi-tool, I carried a multi-tool in it, and of course you had 3 magazine pouches for your handgun. I'm going to give you my top 10 list, but this is a UTG quote-unquote tactical vest. Number 10, damn thing is hot. Number 9, the damn thing is hot. Number 8, it's made out of effing plastic. Alright, the teeth on the zipper are plastic. The actual zip itself is metal, but everything else is plastic. So if you catch fire and you're able to smother it out without burning up too bad, it welds the plastic together. Then you got to cut the damn thing off. Same thing with a buckle. Plastic. Melts, welds it together, you can't get it off. The belt, plastic, Velcro, onward and upward, or downward and upward, I suppose. It's not real molly. No way, shape, or form is this real molly. Look at the straps they got on the back of that. All right, I put a lot of work and a lot of time and effort in it, but I never put a whole lot of time in the woods with this damn thing because it is so hot. The day I went out there, it was only 80 degrees. 80 degrees is comfortable weather, folks. Not hot. 95 and above is when you're passing out temperatures, okay? It's not real molly. You can't do anything with it. You can't move the pouches. Number 6. These front pouches here, the ones that were added where the holster would have been, they bulge out and hang out, and you can't have your line of sight to your dick when you're trying to pee. Or in my case, I had my K-bar that is now here on my left hip, and it went down my left leg and was tied to my leg. I couldn't see the sheath to get the knife out or in. All right, so I had to hunt for it by feel to get it out, which was slow. Then I had to hunt even harder, usually with both hands, to find the opening to the freaking sheath to get the knife in there. And let me tell you folks, I'm not the greatest knife sharpener in the world, but I can shave the hair off my arm with this knife. That's how sharp it stays. Alright? Maybe the only blade I own that stays that sharp is my damn K-bar and my Ontario Marine Combat knife. Those 2 blades stay sharp all the freaking time. Alright. Onward and downward and upward or something crossways that way. Not able to get a proper fit for my size frame. I'm 5 feet 6 inches tall, or 7, depending on which way you want to look at it. I weigh 140 pounds soaking wet, even though I've lost my most of my trucker's belly due to the fact that I got a big, massive speeding ticket here a while back, lost my job, and now I'm doing the handyman thing. Believe me, I'm getting a hell of a lot of exercise nowadays. Okay, on the side, where the back panel meets the front panel, you've got 3 buckles, okay, that you can adjust it for your size stomach. Alright, the top, you can adjust it for the length, how tall your upper body is, okay? So, you could do all that adjusting, but I'm so small, it wouldn't adjust down to my size. It would not get a snug fit. So, when you're running, it's like a big titty gal, okay? She's running along, and without a sport bra that's got some serious elastics, she's going to knock herself out, okay? Same deal here. You got all them pouches, and I'll just bam, just dump it and carry it on. Another thing, because I couldn't adjust the length from top to bottom, I get the belt where I want it, where it's comfortable around my waist, around my upper hips, okay? And then the vest was so much longer it would sit down on the belt, which would push the belt down, which would in turn push my damn pants down. So the next thing you know, I look like a crack baby running around with my ass crack hanging out. Didn't like that. Didn't like it at all, folks. Alright. Number 2. Not able to rearrange the pouches. And the large one here on the right chest got in the way of mounting the rifle up to my chest, up to my arm. Okay? Couldn't stand that. Always in the way, always snagging it, always hitting. And the number 1 reason, this right here. Noisy. Noisy. Hear that? Noise. Hear the zipper? Hear that zipper banging around? Mag pouches. Mag pouches. Noisy. Couldn't stand it. Drove me crazy. Back in the day when I wore this thing, a little bit of electrical tape, a little bit of camouflage duct tape, whatever I could lay my hands on back in the day, because we were poor, lived on welfare in the hood. Okie doke. And we didn't have any money, period. I mean, there would be months you would either have to choose the electric or the food, or the electric and the rent, or the furniture payment and the rent, whatever. It's always like that, every month, every month. By the end of the month, anybody, which I can't say anything for people nowadays, but back in the 80s, the third week of the month, especially if it's a long month, like August, 31 days, the third week of the month, so about the 21st day, you're out of everything. All right, you're having to put water in a ketchup bottle, shake it up to get the last little bit of ketchup out. All right. I had snacks of a spoonful of peanut butter or a spoonful of mayonnaise because didn't have any bread. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Poor. Well, I'm pretty much that same damn way right now because of my job situation. But anywho, even as poor as I was able to get my hands on tape or string, and I could quieten this baby down. Quieten it right on down. That thing there, can't quieten it down. Listen at it. Just moving it around in here. Life doesn't depend on it. It's not going to get you killed in this shop, I hope. Alright, do you hear mine? I'm wiggling around. The only thing I can hear is my pistol. There ain't a whole lot you can do. There's a slight bit of movement in the magazine well, I think's what that is. I'm not sure. Gonna find it though, and I'm gonna nail it. Alright, now let's do an upbeat top 10 list on the old timey Grandpa's A.L.I.C.E gear. It ain't hot, folks. It's not hot. It's great stuff. It's wide open. It's not holding all your heat into your midsection, which will make you sick, and you will become a heat casualty in no time flat. You will end up getting sick as hell. Especially down here in the south where it gets so hot. I mean, this week it had 101 heat index, and humidity was 97%. You can sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat, and because the humidity is so high, it's doing you very little good because it's not evaporating. It's not the process of sweating. It's the process of the sweat evaporation, or evaporating off your body and off your clothing, that wicks away the heat and draws the heat off your body. All right, number 8, pouches can be added or moved around as needed, like the MOLLE gear. Okay, it's not as versatile as MOLLE gear, but it's a hell of a lot more versatile than that piece of crap over there. Illustration A and B. Got my daggum K-bar right where I always had it before, right where I'm comfortable with it, right where it's second nature to grab it, pull it out, and go to work. B, got that little pouch right here that I stole off the UGT, or the UTG. And I got an extra magazine for my 45. Down here on my front of this mag pouch here, I've got another little pouch. It's got my little Gerber suspension knife in it, okay? And I'm going to add more pouches as time goes by and money allows, which will it'll be a while, just imagine. Number 7, the A.L.I.C.E gear, at least for the older type like I've got, not the stuff made in the 80s, which was plastic. But the older gear like this is not plastic. So if you catch fire, it's easier to smother it out without it welding itself to your body, welding itself shut. Now, because I'm honest and I'm always up front with you guys and gals out there, this belt is an ancient one. And the belt buckle had got broken while it was in storage. So I ended up putting a plastic belt buckle to snap it together, to lock it in, and so that knocked out one of my advantages. But if you think for 1 second that's going to stay like that, you've got your damn other thing coming. I will definitely be getting down to the Army Navy store eventually and getting a new setup, at least a new belt. The pouches do not, or excuse me, these pouches do protect the magazines, the rifle, and you from any damage. Ignore this for now. I'll tell you what this is in a minute. You see these scratches right here? Those scratches were caused by the magazines protruding from under the flaps on the magazine pouches on this piece of crap UTG vest. Alright, they have sharp corners on the bottom of the magazines. Alright, and they're turned upside down in the mag pouch, so when I pick them up and pull them out and rotate my hand, the cartridges are pointing right into the bottom of the rifle. Just pull, stick it in an angle and snap it in. You're done. I got so mad when that happened because number 1 is making a lot of noise. Number 2 is damaging a magazine. It cost me $75 back in the day when the original assault weapons ban was still in effect back in 2001. I bought 2 of them, $75 a piece. And when you work as hard as I do for your damn money, and then something like that happens, it pisses you the hell off. And I tried to hold the rifle in such a way as not to do it again. It kept hitting it and scratching it. And the longer it went on, the madder I got. And finally I said, to hell with it. Come on out of the woods, threw the damn vest down, called up my friend Statue, who had my pouches and my belt and my H harness. Bring it back. You ain't using it, bring it back. I want my crap back. Now, this is a new camera mount for my cell phone. Now, I've got a Rugby 2 smartphone with a camera. That's what I've been using to shoot all these videos as of late. You stick it right in there or turn it around where the lens is down here, the camera lens, and it gives you a view right down the side of the rifle. I built this last Monday. And I built another one that's going to be on a aluminum rod that I've got that I can hold out in front of me while I'm walking through the woods, or can be easily attached to the side of the rifle, so you can see me from the end of the damn gun barrel, and you can see down the rifle, so as I'm aiming or whatever the case may be, you can see it. Just something to make it different. It's not always the same. I'm not stationary. So we're going to try that out. Now, onward and upward, baby. Oh yeah, on they protect them. These pouches protect the magazines. They're enclosed. See, you got a top. It's got sides on it. The magazines sit down in there. Easy to get in and out. They latch in the front with metal clip. Then you got this little tab. It's made out of fabric, real stiff. Goes right down in there. Easily opens. Now listen. All right, banging around. I mean, you got to practice with it, but you can easily open and close it. All right, let me get back here and you can see me doing it. Now, like I said, you can still hear it clicking a little bit, but it ain't. I love it. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Because it's closed in on the top and the sides, get down in the dirt on your belly. Crawling. All right. I look ridiculous when I did that, I know. Keep the dirt out of them. Okay? I wish that the dang holster had a cover over it for the handgun, because that baby will get filthy crawling in. Where it's located, it's going to be dragging right in the freaking dirt. And ain't a damn thing I can do about it, but I don't have anything else to put the handgun in. I've only got 4 magazines on my person now for the handgun. But this is the way I look at it. Handgun is backup if your main gun goes down, and that is it. Rifle, you take the handgun, you fight your way to the rifle. Or if the rifle goes down, it's backup. That's all it is. I'm not carrying 500 rounds of 45 as backup. I'd rather carry 200 or 300 rounds of 7.62 times 51 to really do the damn deal. So they protect. Let me get the rifle out. Let me show you this. All right. You're carrying it like this, and it bangs. The magazine bangs into the pouch. You don't have that sharp pointer sticking out. You don't have that click, that tap, that bang on either side. Oh, I bumped the box. I mean, if you really ram it, yeah. But just, no, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Love it. Let's set the old baby down. All right. Should have put this as number 1. But this is number 5 on my list. But it should be number 1. The rifle in this configuration now, I weighed it, is 13 pounds even. It gets heavy. Alright? A 7-8 pound AR-15 will get heavy when you're carrying that sucker all day. You got a backpack on, your shoulders are tired, your upper, you know, all these different muscles are wore out, your back's wore out, your arms are wore out. Just set it right there on that pouch. Alright, see the pouch right here? Set your arm right down there. Rest it on the other pouch. Bam! You're done. You got a way of resting your arms. Now your forearms are still going to get a little tired, I just imagine. But you can take some, you can transfer from one side to the other. But you got a way of resting your hand. You can move your hand all the way back to your hand itself is sitting on. Now look, y'all, you can probably tell in the back, this is Chemo's shop. There's no one out here. The back wall where the rifle barrel is pointing at it, there's nothing there. There's a hill, a big old tall hill behind the shop. In some of the parts 2 and 3 or 4, 5 of our camouflage series, you can see the shop. It's a light blue color, and you can see there's a big hill behind it. So I'm pointing the rifle that way, trigger finger off the trigger, but I'm safe because there's nobody there and there's no one else in the shop with me. So y'all don't be freaking on me, okay? But I got my armrest back. That UTG vest, the magazines were up here. What you gonna do, hold it way up here? Yeah, I'm resting my hands now, boys. I'm resting them hands. No, you ain't resting crap. Your deltoids, your shoulders are gonna give out. These are M14 Mag Pouches. They were built for that rifle. Okay? They were designed specifically with the M14. Now this one here is a universal. This camouflage one on the rear it was universal. It was made so it would carry a 30-round AR-15 magazine, M14 magazine. So it's a little deeper. So it's a wee bit harder to get these magazines out of it than out of the other one. But even then, they give you enough room on the ends. You can slide your fingers right down in there, pull it right out, no problem. No problem at all. So it was designed, these pouches were designed to fit that rifle, designed to fit this belt. Works out great for me. And no modification necessary to the pouches, okay? These pouches were designed for 30-round AR-15 magazine or AK-47 magazine, I imagine. And they were too deep. I had to really struggle to get my magazines out, so I had to build little spacers. That's foam rubber and Gorilla Tape, and it's just to boost them up high enough. It was easy and quick to get them out of these noisy-ass mag pouches. Y'all get the point? So no modification necessary. They're made for that rifle. Number 3 reason I like the A.L.I.C.E gear. It is easy to adjust to fit a small frame person such as myself. Remember, 5'6", 140 pounds, 30-inch waist, 30-inch length. Okay? It's easy to adjust them up and down, front and back. They got adjustments on them. Real easy to do. It's a little bit harder to do the belt. You want to adjust it before you add the pouches and all on it. And, you know, in the wintertime, if you have to, you know, add clothing over your standard gear, you're going to have to adjust it out a little bit. So it's a little slower to do it than the other gear. But still, I can adjust and get a proper fit the way I want it. It works. It's just wonderful. Number 2 reason I like it. No damned noisy Velcro. As I have stated time and again on this video, I hate Velcro. And the number 1 reason, like I said earlier, the armrest probably should have been the number 1, but this is the number 1 reason I thought of first, so it's probably truly the number 1 reason. The knife. I can mount my knife right where I always had it, where it's natural for me to grab. It fits perfect. I can see it. I mean, when I go to take it out, it's right there. It pops right out. Not a problem. I go back to put it, there it is. Just, you know, look real quick. Slap it back home if you can't. If you don't have time, it stays. If you have time, snap it shut. I love my A.L.I.C.E gear. Alright. Of course, I am aware of the problem of jungle rot with the older materials. For instance, what I've got on here, this is not plastic. So if it gets wet and stays wet, it will rot. And it is heavier. Whether it is wet or dry, it is heavier than the plastic, no doubt about it. I don't think it's too much heavier. For me, it's not heavy enough to make a difference to me. I am also aware that with true Molly gear, that I or you or anyone else can modify, add pouches or whatever to fit the mission and or gear specific pouches. You can add gear specific pouches to tailor it to fit the needs of the individual person for their body size, as well as individual weapons and or missions, such as, okay, you got a 7.62 rifle with large magazines. You can get the magazines pouches specifically for that, or you got an AR-15 M4 carbine, so you can get the pouches specifically made for that, or you got a saw, or an M60, or an M240G, belt fed. Okay, you get a big pouch right here that holds the entire belt inside of it, and it'll, you know, it'll be angled so it'll feed right into the gun without jamming it. So you can a one-man machine gun crew, or you may be a grenadier shooting you got an M16 with the anyway, the 40mm grenade launcher under it, or a shotgunner. All right, and you need shotgun shells, lots of shotgun shells. So you have pouches, the open, fold out, and whatever the case may be, that carry nothing but shotgun shells and hold them securely with the little elastic loops. Maybe you are a anti-tank guy and you've got missiles and, you know, and a rocket launcher tube, and all you need is a pistol, you know, and canteens or whatever the case may be, or a camelback. So it's very versatile, easily modified, but you still have the problem of heat. Now, I'm not such an old fogey that I would not be happy to try Molly gear out. I'm not such an old fogey set in my ways that I would not be happy to have pouches that they make, because they make modern pouches for the M14 system and all these other wonderful things. I'm not that. I'm broke. So if it just kills you, you can't stand the idea of somebody else running around in this antiquated grandpa or great-grandpa gear. Do me a favor. Send me some freaking money. I will go out and buy some Molly gear to make you happy. But unfortunately, like I've already stated, I got that speeding ticket. Cost me my job the same day that I got the damn thing. And right now I'm doing the handyman thing, and it just ain't cutting it. It ain't cutting it. I'm barely able to pay the very basic minimum bills. No satellite, no internet. All right. No home phone. No cell phone. My brother's paying for my cell phone right now. I'm flat broke. No kidding. The vest, this vest, like I stated earlier, it ain't Molly. You cannot move the pouches around to suit your gear, your weapon, your mission, your size. It will not adjust. It's a piece of crap. When I bought it, it was in a plastic bag, and you couldn't open it in the store. Well, at the gun show. And my battery's going low, dang it. So before I kill the battery completely, I don't know if it's even shooting anymore. This vest sucks hind tit. It's a piece of crap. On the other hand, I do have years of experience in the swamps and woods of southeast Georgia with A.L.I.C.E gear. And that was all near the Okefenokee Swamp where I lived at back in the day. It worked great for me. I worked it, I got it adjusted for me, fit me, got it quiet as you could possibly get it, added as much crap as I could get onto it, and it always worked for me. So until I can get a better job, I'm back to what I know best. I'm going back to A.L.I.C.E, and I enjoy the hell out of it. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survivals. Going back to A.L.I.C.E gear because that other crap wasn't worth a damn. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a great day.